Yeah, King Retention, man. We back, man, with another video, man. What? Yeah, we back at it, man. Stay at it, man. Know what I'm talking about? We're gonna talk about, man, the retention, man. We still on retention. We still retaining no matter what. No matter what. You fall off, get back on, man. Yeah, man. Let's talk about why retention is so powerful. Retention is powerful, man. It brings you back to your natural self, back to reality, back to life. To life. You know that song, man. Now I'm talking about, now when you're not retaining, man, you lost. You a little puppet, man. You do whatever everybody wants you to do, man, and you can't do nothing about it. People try you. The worst things happen to you, man. Even if you're tough, you know what I'm saying? You're the toughest guy. If you find people disrespecting you that shouldn't be disrespecting you. You find all that, right? You can still be alpha, man. You can still be alpha. You can still look like an alpha. And when it comes down to it, you just gotta you gotta back it up, man. You got to. That's like seeing a lion in the wild, and then you throw a rock at him. He just looks at you, all mad. Like, you still could get messed up now, but it's like, why would you do that in the first place? That's what happens when you retain it, man. They'll throw rocks at you, right? And you're like, why is this happening? Now, you do get a chance to prove your lioness, right? But you just gotta, you can prevent that with all your energy. And then the reaction you would have if you was retaining, then when you wasn't retaining, wouldn't be the same. Like, for instance, I'm at the grocery store, you feel me? I walk in. You know me, man. I'm not small, you feel me? I'm not the biggest, but I ain't the smallest. Like, I walk around like 212. 216 when I do all my diet and all that good stuff, when I'm on my eating mode. So I'm not small, you feel me? I'm not short neither, but I'm not like too tall. I'm not like 6'2" or nothing. I'm like 5'10", 5'11" on a good day. With some boots on, I'm 6 foot. Right? But then, you just able to back yourself up more. Like, I'm walking in the store, people always watching, no matter what. No matter what, people watching. No matter how small, how big you are, people always watching, especially if you look like you outfit out. Now, I'm at the store, and then I'm walking, mind my business. Some dude pushes me, like he bumps into me, not like a regular bump, like a hard bump. And this lady's like, what was that all about? Like, you hear her saying that. And then in my head, I'm like, what the hell just happened? So this guy goes to walking off. He take a couple steps. I'm like, hey, yo, with deepest voice and just yelling that out. You feel me? And then he turns around, and I'm looking at him like, okay, it's about to go down. And he looks at me with somebody I know. So it's like, oh man, why you do that, man? Why you do that in the store, man? You go to chopping it up with him, whatever. Now, if you was drained out, man, you probably would let that go. Like, oh, he's walking fast, he don't want no smoke. And then he'll turn around and he find out it's your homeboy, and he looking at you like, man, if that really would happen, you would have done nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you retain it, just like, okay, this is what happened, and I gotta deal with it, right? And then even if, say you were to say something when you're not retaining, it would have been like, I felt like your voice wouldn't have been as deep. You would have been like, hey, yo. Like, yo, why you do that for? You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't be looking for confrontation. Like, the voice I had, I was looking for it. In my mind, I was ready for whatever that came with that, because you done bumped into me into the store. So he's like, oh man, I just wanted to see what you was gonna do, blah blah blah. And I was gonna throw this water at your head. I had some waters in my shopping basket. So we just chop it up, and everybody's like, whoo, and then, and they know, like, don't mess with that guy, he gonna say something. If you wasn't retaining, it would be more like, oh man, that guy's cake, man. He didn't talk loud. He didn't represent himself like he was supposed to. That guy's all show, right? And then another scenario is like, I'm at my gym, I'm training, like the gym I train at, it's a commercial gym. This girl that worked there, and she over here messing with me because I'm on my diet, I'm doing my thing. And I got a shake, like a caramel shake. And she like, that's not in your diet. Da, 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 da. It was a protein shake, though. It was kind of sweet. So it was kind of like a cheat, you feel me? So she's like, you know, on your diet, and I'm talking back to her. And she's like, you always got something to say. I'm like, yeah. And she's like, I'm not scared of somebody my height. And I'm looking at her, and I walk back like, hey, what's that supposed to mean? You feel me? And she's all like, you know, she got all like girlish and like more feminine. She's like, started being playful. And then I would playful with it too. I was like, what's that supposed to mean? You know what I'm saying? I feel like if I wasn't retaining, it would have been more like a shot to the stomach, you feel me? Because girls being taller than you, it's not that cool. But I'm not, like, she's just a tall girl, you feel me? So she respected it, man. She checked it. And it more like a confident test, like, oh, I'm tall, and I'm looking at you in the eye, and I'm all like, so what's to it? You feel me? So that's just like some instance, right? And then there's others. I do a lot of studying and stuff like that, and I saw this like guy. He was talking about how what to take to get bigger, bigger kahunas. You know what I'm saying? And he was saying that the mice with the biggest kahunas, like they were taking the supplement, they was more willing to survive, right? So they had like they always do test trials and stuff. Like the guys that didn't give the supplement to, the mice that didn't give the supplement to would give up on trying to like survive because they knew they couldn't get out. But the ones that they did, which the supplement boosted their test, right? They was more willing to keep trying to live. Now, retention, you don't like, you're trying to live, right? Like and then I watch a lot of animal shows like Savage Kingdom and all that good stuff, like watching animals survive, how they act in the wild, what they do, what they gotta do. You know, there ain't no rules out there in the jungle, you feel me? So I'm like, dang, they're retaining because they bought that. It's life or death for them. They have to retain. They have to for survival. And it's the same thing out here. Like, on your retention journey, you're gonna get a lot of setbacks, bro. And it's like, you're gonna let it break you or make you, right? Like, I'm doing my thing, man. I'm breaking out. I'm like, because before I was like 205, 206, 208, but I finally reached that like 216 threshold. So I'm like, yeah, all I gotta do is keep it going. And I had like a minor setback where I had like my lower abdominal was hurting. Like I popped a pimple and then it got like infected and stuff like that. And it was hurting, you feel me? Like, and it was more like, dang, why bad stuff happening, blah, blah, blah. But you could have been like that, where you could have been like, okay, like, it really hurt. Like, my lower abdominal, my lower ab was just like, it was swollen, it was hurting. And you like, damn, man, I'm gonna get skinny, man. I ain't gonna be able to eat as much. But it's like, alright, you could take it like that, or you could be like, man, what I've been through worse. I'm gonna keep going on my diet. I'm gonna keep doing I'm gonna keep going about my business. I gotta work. I can't just sit there. You just gonna keep fighting for survival, man. So retention, man, it makes you a survivalist. You could be sick and you'll go to work. Like when you don't retain, you just want to sit there. You just want to be like, dang, I'm tired. I'm sick. I can't do it. I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? And you just out for that. You just built for survival and retention, man. And like, that's how you make it. That's how you make it in this world. Cause girls know, everybody know life ain't easy. And then when they see you, like when you see the older heads, The people that's older, they been through it. They been through it all, man. It's like there's no easy. Like life can be easy, but it's always something that's going to try and set you back. So when you see somebody looking how they looking, like when they got their muscles, when they on their goal, don't take it as they get lucky all the time, stuff like that. It's like they just kept going. They were built to survive, so they kept going. Right? Now it's a mindset too, right? I'm not saying, oh, you don't retain, you won't be successful. It'll be like you're more built for survival. You'll go through it. You'll do it, you'll go through it. You do whatever you gotta do to survive. You just got that primal drive. And then when, like, everybody knows it's not easy out there. So when they see you looking big, bro, and like you still maintaining, like say you had like an ex, she broke off with you, whatever, did you wrong, blah, blah, and then she leave. And then when she come back, like, she see you bigger, she see you tougher, she see everything improving, she's gonna be more attracted to come back. It's up to you if you want to take that back. But then when you're going through stuff like that, when you stand on top, you always got more, man. You always got more coming. More girls coming, more girls checking you out and stuff like that. People know it's not easy. Like, especially that's why you respect older people, because they've been through it, they've done it before, right? And the ones that let hard times beat them, you could tell. You could tell, man, like, they don't have what they're supposed to have. They don't have the mindset they're supposed to have. They don't look like how they're supposed to. They always like, oh man, I can't do it. You know, I'm not saying not everybody not gonna survive a retention. You're gonna live, but it's not gonna be on your own accordance. It's gonna be more like you depending on this, you depending on that. You know, you still gonna work, but it's more like you dependent. You don't have control. You don't have the drive. And it's like, it's never too late to retain. Say you like 40, man, and then you living with somebody, or you living with your brother, and you're not retaining, that man's gonna have like, he's gonna basically own you. You could go do whatever you want, but it's like you live in a man's house, and then you with his girlfriend and stuff like that, and you know, you just there like an extra in his movie. But when you retaining and you was in that situation, you're like, okay, you start finding a way to build up your money so you can build up your own empire with your own house. You know what I'm saying? So retention, man, you just built for survival, man. And with that being said, man, just keep surviving, keep thriving out there. Keep retaining, man, because you know about it. You're blessed enough to know about it. And of course, you're going to have some good luck come your way. Like, when bad luck comes your way, you're going to be like, ain't nothing. I've been through this before. I could build it back up. Or I could keep on pushing. Keep retention, man. We out.